Right this way, right this way. Excellent. Thank you. Hi, I'm Jim with the Institute for Disaster Management, and in this video, we're going to delve inside this big bag of goodies right here. And by goodies, I mean potentially life-saving equipment and supplies. So, good stuff if you're trying to survive a disaster and help others. By participating in the Community Health Worker Training Program, you should have received an emergency preparedness kit just like this one. Valued at around $1,200, it's not cheap and it's definitely heavy at over 50 pounds. When emergency preparedness training is your bread and butter, you learn a few things. The emergency preparedness, or EP kits we've put together for our community health workers were thoughtfully designed to help you survive a disaster. Notice I said survive a disaster and not be super comfortable in a disaster. The items in your EP kit are there to help you solve problems. You'll still need to be resourceful, and we strongly recommend that you study and practice your emergency skills to make the best use of your EP kit. The items included in your EP kit fall under these categories: power and lighting, shelter, communications and navigation, medical supplies, food and water, car safety, personal hygiene, general use, and finally, pocket guides and references. With all that packed into one bag, you can understand why it's so heavy and expensive, but the contents of this stylish, rolling duffel bag could save lives. Having an EP kit packed and ready to go cuts down on chaos and saves valuable time in a disaster. So let's build one of these EP kits together and see exactly what's inside. Let there be light. Your EP kit contains a variety of emergency power and lighting tools. There's a flashlight that works in multiple modes and even bends. There's headlamps, my personal favorite, not just one, but two. They also come with a lantern bag, so you can convert it into a lantern. Comes with a rechargeable battery and with extra batteries. We've also given you a knit cap to keep your head warm and a flashlight attached to the front of that thing. There is a small keychain light, which you can actually attach to a bag strap or whatever you need to. We've also given you a lantern, which is very helpful, and charging block with charging cables. We've also given you a car inverter, so it gives you an additional power source inside of a car. And speaking of cars, we have also given you an XP10 jump starter, so you can jump start a car in an emergency. It also has a flashlight and enables you to charge other devices. This is a big battery in itself. Your kit includes some emergency shelter items. You will not mistake these items for a fine hotel. There's a two-person emergency blanket to keep you warm, which also comes with a bivy sack for the same purpose. If it rains, we've got not one, but two ponchos for you, as well as these big, thick contractor trash bags that can be used to keep things or people dry. If it's chilly, we've got hand warmers for you, and also an adorable beanie. Inside your EP kit, you'll find a collection of items to help you with communications and navigation. Of course, we have Sharpie markers. There are endless uses for these things. We also have some old school wooden pencils. There's also a whistle to get attention. Ooh, it does work. We have included a weather radio along with earbuds to help keep you alerted to any weather events. There's also a Write in the Rain notebook, which you can actually write on in the rain. We have also included a laminated map of Georgia. Youngsters, this is kind of like the map on your phone, except it never stops working. But this map won't talk to you either. Tacos close to me. See, nothing. What? Your EP kit contains a variety of emergency medical supplies. Of course, we have a first aid kit, complete with over-the-counter medications and some first aid pocket guides. We also have some trauma shears, which can certainly be used for more than just medical reasons in a real emergency. There's hemostatic gauze, a tourniquet, trauma dressing, and even a Stop the Bleed pamphlet with tips on how to control bleeding. We also recommend you go take a Stop the Bleed class, a first aid class, and a CPR course. Your EP kit has some limited emergency food and water supplies, but it's not much, so be sure you have a plan to secure more food and water pretty quickly if disaster strikes. We have included in your kit an emergency food ration. This tastes about as good as it looks, but it will provide a boost of calories. And as long as it stays tightly sealed, this ration can last for up to 5 years and still be edible. Your kit also includes a water filter and water purification tablet. Plus, there's 2 bottles of water for you to drink. Here's a survival tip. You definitely want to keep these bottles for other uses after you finish the water. Thanks? I thought that was supposed to go. Your car might be the only way out of a bad situation, so we have some car safety items included in your EP kit. We have this handy little tire inflator and also some roadside reflective markers. If you get stuck in your vehicle, there's an emergency car tool with a window breaker and a seatbelt cutter on it. Staying clean is part of staying healthy, so your EP kit contains some emergency personal hygiene supplies. We have toilet paper, hand wipes, baby wipes, a feminine hygiene kit, as well as a Go Girl urination funnel. Your EP kit also includes a variety of items for general use. We have everyone's favorite gadget, the multi-tool. We also have a very helpful roll of duct tape, some paracord rope, and work gloves. Hey, look, and a bandana. They're not just for dogs that play frisbee. Bandanas can actually be useful in lots of situations. We also have resealable Ziploc bags in a variety of sizes and some thick, heavy-duty contractor bags, plus a handful of zip ties. Don't forget that all the plastic bags in this kit can also be repurposed. Like most of you, I enjoy curling up with a good instructional guide. So we've included several pocket guides and other references in your EP kit. We have a guide to the EP kit itself. We have a public health emergency guide, a pocket guide to treating opioid overdose, and some helpful tips on staying resilient after a disaster. And we've even included a survival deck of cards. Got any twos? We are confident that this EP kit would be very helpful in a disaster. That said, we recommend that you further customize the kit to meet the specifics of your situation. The way it's been packed is best for shipping, but you may want to move things around. You could even break up the kit, for example, and keep the car safety items stored in your vehicle. This kit is a great starting point, but it should be further customized and supplemented to meet your specific needs. You could add things to the kit, like important medications, or an extra set of prescription glasses, baby items, pet supplies, glucose tablets, or anything else you might need. Here's a few other things to keep in mind. The kit is heavy, so lift with caution. This EP kit is not child safe. Be mindful of where the kit is stored. There are lithium batteries inside that could possibly ignite if they get too hot. There's water in here that could freeze if it gets too cold. Ideally, the kit should be stored in a temperature-controlled space. If that's not possible, think about what's inside and make adjustments. You may need to separate items for proper storage. This kit is designed to be low maintenance, but there are still things in here that need to be checked regularly. Batteries need to be recharged or replaced, and some items have expiration dates. So have a periodic maintenance plan in place. We recommend that anyone with access to this EP kit have recurring training and practice on how to use the items inside. And you definitely want to save all the item instructions and the informational guide that comes with the kit. We want to thank our community health workers for their participation in the training program. Your EP kit could help you and others to survive a disaster, and that's a really good thing. You can find more information and resources on our website. Thanks for watching. Okay, who's ready to get some tacos and play some cards? Huh? Huh? What? I mean, who doesn't like tacos? Really? you should have received an emergency preparedness kit just like this one. And why don't we start that over? Youngsters, this is like your phone.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Your EP kit. It's like, wait, where am I? This is like the map on.
Ow.
For more than just medical reasons and a real emergency.
I feel so mean. I'm sorry.